Hello, welcome back. Happy 2021. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you really enjoyed your break. I know I, over break, spent a lot of time not doing that much because it's supposed to be a break after all. So I hope you all got to rest and relax and also were busy doing not much. So that's what the break is for. We're back now. So today is mostly a review. We're not going to learn a whole lot of new things. It's kind of like just dipping our toes back in the water, making sure we remember how to swim. All right, so here we are, left hand on top. Now we've been through this before. Thumb covers that hole in the back. Index finger, then middle finger and ring finger. That's all we need for right now. This hand, instead of going bye-bye, you can use it to help hold the recorder. Anyway, here we are. So we're starting off with B. Remember, thumb and index finger. I'm going to do a few rhythms and you just copy me. Ready? So I go first. How about this? Good. Now A. And now G. Actually, I forgot to tell you, well, I might have said it last year, I don't remember. Sometimes you're just using your tongue, but sometimes if you're going fast, you can do what's called ticka-ticka, or double tonguing. If the front part of your tongue doesn't go that fast, I know it doesn't for my mouth, if I want to go really fast, I'm actually going ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka. So we're going to try that one. Ready? On G, I go first. I'm doing this with my tongue. I'm going ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka-ticka. Right? But on the recorder, ready? So I go first. Good. So you can use that anytime you have to move really fast with your tongue. There's also, well, I'm not a wind player, but no, there's double tonguing, triple tonguing, like titika, 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 and tikika, tikika. Well, you can tell I haven't practiced that. Any real wind player could do that. So, all right, let's get back to now. We're going to go between B, A, and G. So you have to watch me or listen. I'm starting on B. So here I go. Good. So that was another one of my double tonguing. All right. Now we're going to get down to A and G. Let's see. How about this one? B, A, and G. And I didn't cover the G all the way. That's why it sounded funny. All right. Now let's try this one. Here I go. Good. Now we're going to go starting on G. Here I go. Good. So that's just a quick review. It shows you can have a lot of fun rhythms and fun things with just 3 notes. All right. Now let's make sure we know treble clef is what you're looking at in the recorder. It's the funny squirrely curly Q thing, curls around the G line. And we have 5 lines, right? Remember we had our raps that we do. Let's see, here's our first rap. I said E, G, B, D, F. These are the lines of the treble clef. You could say, every good bird does fly. These are the lines from low to high. All right, maybe a little silly, but it gets the point across. A good way to remember the names of the lines. The spaces are very easy, right? You just have to remember the spaces spell face. I said the spaces spell face. One more time. The spaces spell face. All right, so that's easy, right? From F-A-C-E. But it just goes to show if you ever get stumped and you see a note, maybe you had one right here on this fourth line up, and you said, oh, I don't know that note. You say, fourth line, okay, E, G, B, D, F, right, or every good bird does, you could remember what note to play. So they're handy little tricks to remind you of what to do if you forget. All right, now let's get on to some more playing. Like I said, today's a lot of review, so we spent a lot of last month going over Christmas songs, which is a lot of fun, but now Christmas is over, so I'm reaching back to November, maybe even October, going over some stuff that we did way back when, but it should come back to you. First up, the BAG Blues. Now we're going to do it twice in a row. First time we're reading just the top line, right, which is every other measure. And then the second time when we take the repeat, we're going to read just the bottom line. So the first line starts with, right, B, A, B. When you take the repeat, we're down here on G, right? That's the answer, right? See if you can remember that. All right, here we are, the BAG Blues twice through. There we have it. That's the end. All right, now we're going to combine both parts. They're going to get smushed onto one line. I know we did this a long time ago, but here it is. So now two parts on one staff. So basically we're going to do the whole thing twice in a row, but this time you're playing everything all the time. So just B, A, and G. Good luck. Here we go. If I can get this working, take two. All right. All right, and if like me you messed up a little, that's okay, just keep going and do your best. I have to make sure I clear out the recorder, right, because there's more condensation with the colder weather here in the choir room. So that's a reminder at home, you can either blow in if you don't mind, it's just condensation, or you can blow out as long as you're covering that little hole at the top so you're not making a huge squeak noise. So anyway, that's how you clean out the recorder in colder weather. Okay, moving on. Remember Hot Cross Buns, a super easy tune that we can have some fun with. So, in other words, the first two measures are the same as measures 3 and 4, right? Just B, A, G. Then you repeat that, the B, A, G. Then 4 Gs, right? 4 A's. And then this is the same as the beginning. Super easy. The fun thing about this one is when you get to variation 1, your fingers do the same thing that they did up here, but your tongue is going to make those different rhythms, the TT's 8th notes in there, and instead of a whole note, you've got ta, ta, ta. And then when you get to variation 2, you get to fill in the blanks and do whatever you want with that same fingering. So I'm going to make up my own variation 2 right now. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. So anyway, the idea is just to have fun with it, make up your own rhythms on variation 2, have fun and play along with the recording for Hot Cross Buns. Now we have 2 in a row. We've got Starlight followed by Lucy Locket. So for Starlight, we're just adding E, which means you have to get your right hand ready to go. So after the G, first note, you're going down to E, which is, remember, you're just taking your index finger and middle finger in your right hand, and you're putting them on the next 2 holes. So you don't need your ring finger and pinky, but you're going to be doing a lot of this in Starlight, because those are the only 2 notes, G and E. Right? On Lucy Locket, same 2 notes, but now sometimes you're going up to A also before the E. So, all right, good luck, Starlight and Lucy Locket. Each one has a 2-bar intro, so get ready for that. Doggy Doggy, same 3 notes, except now we have a slur, so it means you tongue everything, right? Toot, 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 as normal, except when you see a slur, it means you tongue the first note. But for the second note, you want to get your fingers down on the E, and that's what makes the E, not your tongue. So here I'm going, toot, right? No tongue. The second note sounds like this. Right? I have to really make sure I close the hole with those 2 fingers. Happens twice, this measure and that measure. All right, good luck with Doggy Doggy. For frog in the middle, we're just adding low D. So that means that after the E, you have to put your ring finger in your right hand down, so everything except your pinkies, right? From E, and then D. Right, so the low D's happen here. And actually, you know what? I'm going to add a slurs in because you're going to see that in the next version you've got. We're going to have some slurs here and here. So that'll match the version that you're about to see. So, so this measure, right, is going to be, you tongue these notes. On this one, you're going to slur here. It's, right, so I didn't tongue that second note. All right, so this one should be pretty easy. Just watch out, it's a 2-bar intro, but the 2 bars go by kind of slowly. So you're going to wait for this. You're going to be like, wait, 2, 3, 2, and then you play. All right, here you are. Good luck with frog in the middle. Country swing, it's been a while, but it should be pretty easy. So you just have to remember it's G, E, D, E, G, G. So pretty much every measure for a long time, G, E, D, E, G, right? Right, so, and then here, 4 A's, 4 G's, and then G, E, D, E, G. Like I said, today's a review day. I might have a second part to add to it for next time. But for now, we're keeping things simple. So, country swing, here you go. Before we go on to Au clair de la lune, I just want to make sure that we reviewed our C and D. So C, remember, is thumb and middle finger, and you have to use the other hand to hold the recorder. So here's C. I'll go first with this rhythm. And then D, you just take your thumb off, pretty easy, right? Now let's go back and forth between them. I'll do D and C. Good, and you shouldn't have to look to find your thumb hole. You can kind of, even with your eyes closed, you should know where that is. All right, now we're going to do a basic 5-fingered pattern. Or on piano it's 5 fingers, it's only 4 on the recorder. We're going to go G, A, B, C, D. About that speed. Ready? Starting on G. Here we go. Now we come down, right? D, C, B, A, G. Ready? Starting on the D. 1, 2, and here we go. Good. I just want to review the C and D before we get on. Now we're doing Au clair de la lune. Should be pretty easy. This is just the traditional French version, right? Just G, 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 A, B, A, then G, B, A, G. Remember, second line is exactly the same as the first. Exactement le même, or exactly the same as they say in France. All right. Au clair de la lune. Bonne chance, good luck. Now we go across the Atlantic Ocean for the American version of Au clair de la lune. This is the funky version. Remember, you got to do some twisting of the rhythms a little, right? It's right. It's bum 1 2 3 bump. A short rhythm, right? Right. Bum 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 1 2 3 bump. The funky rhythms, and at the end, don't forget there's a high D. And then before you take the repeat. All right, and since we just had Christmas time, some of you might have heard on the radio Michael Jackson when he was little singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town with the Jackson 5. So that's about the same era as the Motown. Actually, was with a Motown label back then. So that's what I was thinking of, kind of going for the ABC, I Want You Back, funky late 60s, early 70s Motown feel. So here we go, Au clair de la lune, but American style. Here we go. All right, well, that's the end for today. Welcome back. Happy New Year. We'll do some more and add on to it. I think I have another variation of this to try for next time. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.